Let's go. Yes, sir. We in the building, man. We in the building with it. Welcome to the trap. You know what I'm saying? We trapping in the evening time, You understand? Somebody spell evening, not evening, evening. Y'all know how we do in the trap, man. You understand? Ebonics is welcome. Ebonics is welcome. This is how we get down when we get down with the get down. You understand? What's happening? Shout out to all my people rocking, man. Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Please, please, please let me know if everything sounds good. Everything sounds lovely. Give me a 1. Give me a 1 if everything sounds great. Let's go. Yes, sir. We just trapping on a Thursday, you understand? Hey, man, let me know if y'all liking the new time slot, man. Let me know if y'all liking the new time slot. I know it's gonna need time for y'all to get used to it. But it's still the same guy with the same vibes, you understand me? Let's get it. But shout out to all my people rocking, man. Shout out to Mr. HTM Sports in the building. That's my YouTube brother, you already know that. Shout out to Desmond Iron Man. Shout out to my boy Charlie Jones. All the members sliding in for the win. Shout out to Jameson Taylor. Shout out to Derek Williams, Kelvin Hicks, Oscar Westbrook. We in the building, man. Shout out to Johnny Duncan Sr. You understand? Shout out to you too, man. Please, I need everybody in the chat box, especially if you got a mod wrench. Hit that like and share, man. Go on, share this out to the people. Let them know we here. I need your help. I need your assistance. Cause them haters is trying to take the trap down. They trying to take us out of the world, you understand? They trying to hate on us, y'all. We can't let the haters win. We will never let the haters win. Let's get it. But you know, first and foremost, we gotta make sure we haters doing the most what they was put on God's green earth to do, and you already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this trap jump around the corner. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Yeah. Shout out to everybody rocking. Let's get it.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey. Ain't no looking back.
Yeah.
Came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Let's get it.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball boy. Real high, used to ride knockout, but it's real now. Real fly. I probably average your career high. No one day hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we hollin' f*** a deal. Long live CEO, CIP the dollar.
Let's get it.
Took my brother, that shit made me go harder. That shit turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run up them comma, f*** the summer, run up them numbers. I know that they hate the way it ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey. Ain't no looking back, we came a long way. Hey. I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey. That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey. And we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey. That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey. Cause we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey.
Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through your phone, but I promise you, you in the trap, sir. Let's get
trap,
it.
Trap,
I promise.
Trap.
Make no mistake about it, man. Hey, I've been hearing some real nefarious activities going on out there in Cowboy Nation. And I don't approve of it. It's really despicable. It's really distasteful. And I'm not appreciative of this stuff that's going on, y'all. It's real crazy. Now, all of a sudden, we're hearing reports. Shout out to Michael Gelkin. You understand? He's a reliable source, so I'm not going to call it wee-woo. Shout out to Boss. I'm not going to call it fake news or false advertisement or anything like that. We're going to have to say that it's got to be some kind of legitimacy into this report. Where there's smoke, there's fire, as some say. So now they talking about Michael Gelkin did a report, said that a contract for Dak Prescott is not promised. What is going on here?
Trap.
What in the world is going on? I don't like this at all, not one bit. And, you know, I'm going to let you know my sentiments about it very shortly, man. But this is not a good sign for us, Cowboy Nation. We need to really flood the streets. We need to be at AT&T Stadium with picket signs and everything, really, you know. We should demand more in 2024. What I told y'all earlier, this is not going to help us get to the next level unless we blow it all the way up. And blowing it all the way up is just ridiculous. And why would you even wait a year to blow it all the way up? If you make everybody wait on their contract, you might as well just blow it all the way up right now. Don't wait on it. Don't wait till next year. This next year will be pretty much useless at that point. Really, it'll be just trash at that point.
Trash!
It would make no sense to even play this next year out if y'all don't really go ahead and just blow this stuff up. Why is y'all playing around, Dallas? What's going on?
Trap.
What's going on, man? I don't respect this type of stuff, man. This man just went out there and was the second best quarterback in football, really the best quarterback in football, and now all of a sudden it looked like he won't be able to get his contract. Now, I know this is just talks. I know it's not nothing, legitimate all the way, but still, this is very insulting, man. It's almost at the point where you just let Dak live. Just let the little birdie fly after a while, you know what I'm saying? Just let him go like Miss Badu.
Let it go.
Because, we going to look at Dak as the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys all the time because I'm looking at him like, it's always the star of everything. So his well-being is really not my concern. I'm a Cowboy fan, not just a Dak Prescott fan. So I'm going to put my team first. But if you just take a second just to step back and, imagine if Dak was your cousin or your uncle or your brother or something like that, you understand? Just imagine that. You would be very much so, you would really not like the Cowboys, man. They doing this young man wrong, man. I'ma just say that real talk. For them to even be in these type of discussions after the type of year he had, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. Now, of course, I wanted more. Of course, I felt like Dak could have played better in that game. But to say that you just ready to just throw him off a bridge, that's just crazy to me. That is nothing but dollar bill Jones. That's who I feel like that is. And if they make this decision, I want y'all to know, don't expect nothing from this year. You can't expect nothing from this year. Because listen, if they don't sign Dak, that means what? You got to pay this man almost $60 million, which will cripple your cap. You won't be able to do anything in free agency. So you might as well throw that out to the trash. And now you saying, okay, Dak, play on a 1-year deal? That's what you telling him? Play on this $59 million deal? Listen, that's a terrible, terrible situation for us, y'all. Because it won't free up no money, which means we can't go buy nobody. We can't do anything with the cap. So you done basically paralyzed your cap. You can't go spend no money and get no free agents. And then they already talking like they don't got to sign CD them right now either. So, you will have a whole lot of money just in limbo. So I don't like this at all, y'all. We really need to be marching with our tiki torches.
Trap.
And then Mr. Jordy Fornettes, something like that. I know I slaughtered your last name, forgive me. But he said Dak played the Joneses real bad. Now, if that's the case, now it seems like it's malicious. It seems like they trying to get their get back. It seems like Dak is the op right now.
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter, I'm trying to smoke me up.
If you think about it, because at that point, it's like, okay, Dak got us the first time, he ain't getting us this time. Bruh, Instead of looking at this as an enemy, my side and this side type of stuff, you gotta really help this man out. Like, y'all still gotta come and go. Dak Prescott wants to win a Super Bowl. You should be wanting to win a Super Bowl. Y'all can't come to an agreement, find a middle ground, and get to the ultimate goal. That's just showing that, hey, it's some problems. It's some bigger problems, some bigger underlying issues out here in Dallas, y'all, and it's concerning. Shout out to the Big Time Show in the building, man. My YouTube guy, he says, keep in mind that they franchised him twice before, so they haven't proven already that they will pay him on a 1-year deal. He said, so they have proven already they'll pay him on a 1-year deal. And listen, if they do that, I know it's some Dak Prescott haters up here jumping for joy thinking that this is a good deal or a good decision, but I want you to understand, this year would pretty much be useless in my opinion. Like, if you don't pay Dak, now you crippled the whole cap. Like, he was the key to actually making this a formidable team in free agency. If you don't think we got to improve this team in free agency, I want you to know that you are mistaken, y'all. So if you don't sign Dak, you pretty much paralyze your ability to go and do something in free agency, which by default destroys the chances of your team doing anything. You already signed Mike Zimmer for 1 year. Like, this is terrible, y'all. So even the Dak haters should be mad at this. You want to know why? Because this year doesn't mean anything. Like, this year would be just for recreational use only. Like, you know, this would be a disposable year of football. Like, you can do anything with it. It don't matter. And if that's the case, if we getting down to that bare minimum, if we down to rock bottom in that regard, you might as well just go and blow it up now. Trap. Think about this, man. See, people don't really think about it until the way I think about it. This is why I get so mad. This is why I get so angry and frustrated about it. Because, okay, you gonna stick it to Dak. Okay, screw Dak. We ain't gonna do nothing like this. Think about the other players. It's other players, even if you don't like Dak Prescott, it's other players that you do appreciate, right? Tyron Smith, this would be Tyron Smith last year. If we don't pay Dak, Tyron probably be like, I'm out of here, dog. I'm gone. Zach Martin is on his back end of his NFL career. You think Zach Martin got time to play with them? Zach might mess around and say, I'm retiring. Trap. Do you think these guys are ready for a rebuild, ready to try to stick it out for a full-fledged rebuild? If you rebuild Dak Prescott and all this stuff, bro, Zach Martin might be out the door. Tyron Smith will be out the door. So now you got 2 Hall of Fame tackles. I mean, you got 2 Hall of Fame offensive linemen that you got to replace ASAP. Then, if you don't sign Dak, what the hell you going to sign CD for? Trap. I mean, like, you going to have to bring in another quarterback and hope he can have the connection with CeeDee Lamb that Dak already got, which was the best in football, one of the best we ever seen, a historic connection, a historic chemistry that they had all year. You don't want to build on that? Man, this is crazy. Like, for this to even be a discussion, this could only take place in Dallas. I want y'all to know that. This could only take place in Dallas. This type of discussion after an all-pro year from a quarterback, this type of situation could only happen in Dallas. Do you hear? Just imagine if you don't hear them talking like that about no Tua. They finna sign Tua with a smile. They finna sign these other quarterbacks with a smile. This is ridiculous. I want y'all to understand that. And listen, Just Blaze said Lance and CD chemistry. Man, do you know how long it'll take for CeeDee Lamb and Trey Lance to even scratch the surface of the chemistry that Dak and him got right now? Trap. Man, name a better duo in football that we've seen this year. Name a better duo. See, I know the Dak haters and stuff like that. I know I said some stuff about Dak, and I don't take them back because I stand on what I said. If I wish we could get a better quarterback, but right now that's not logical. right now, I wish I had better quarterback play to a degree that we can be on a championship level with like all we need is a little stuff and boost them up. But we don't have the option to do that right now. Dallas don't want to buy nothing, so you think they finna pay for a quarterback? Like, this would be a terrible thing to do. Dallas is not even picked a good quarterback. We've been blessed with quarterbacks. Romo was a blessing from Bill Parcells, from what's his name, Sean Payton them. Like this was luck, really. Dak Prescott didn't even supposed to start. They had him in the 4th round, and he was the 4th string. They had Jamil Showers and them and stuff starting over Dak Prescott. Do you trust the Dallas Cowboys? Do you trust them observing a quarterback? Do you trust their analysis on a quarterback? If you do, give me something to stand on. Where do you get this confidence from, sir?
Trap.
Give me your reasoning. What, you just have blind faith? I can't do that. We're not in the blind faith business. It's nothing that the Dallas Cowboys have done for you to have confidence in them evaluating a quarterback. Nothing. We barely even Cooper Rush. I guess you could say Cooper Rush, but it's Cooper Rush. I don't look at Cooper Rush as a potential starter. He's a decent backup, a decent one. Not even a good one. He's a decent one. You can survive a few games with Cooper Rush. That's all that is. Running the ball and playing, a conservative style of football. You won't die. That's all that means. But I just want y'all to realize, I know it's some people jumping for joy. It's some people up here, saying thank the Lord. But I just want you to know what the ramifications will be if you don't sign Dak Prescott. I just told you, your O-line is hanging on a thread right now. Zach Martin probably walked straight out that door if they say, okay, we finna blow it up and not sign Dak. What incentive would Zach Martin get to stay? Do you think, answer me this. This is what I want you to know. Please answer me this. For anybody that's opposed to what the words I'm saying right now, answer me this. With Dak Prescott, do you think with or without Dak Prescott, which result you think will be closer to winning anything? Do you think we'll be closer to winning anything without Dak or with Dak? Which one you think? Because that's the bird in the hand. Dak will be the bird in the hand. The two in the bush will be the unknown. You can pick a random quarterback. Who knows if they even come over here or be successful with our team, with our coaching and our scheme. And even if they do have potential, whoever come in here, 9 times out of 10, they won't be as closer to winning as Dak will be right now. So I don't know what in the world with Zach Martin. Why would Zach Martin want to stay? Why would Zach want to stay? If you be rebuilding with another quarterback, man, Zach probably hang up his cleats. Zach will hang up his cleats. Tyron Smith will retire. I would look at CeeDee Lamb like, hey, if I'm finna blow it up, I might as well get some picks for you too. CeeDee will be, let me tell you who CeeDee will be without Dak Prescott. Let's see. Let me think. CeeDee would be, right now, this year, CeeDee would be, what's his name? Adams. He would be Adams with the Raiders. A great receiver with a bad team. Like, how would that help you? Devontae Adams, exactly. He would be Devontae Adams right now. A great receiver on a bad team, which no one cares, is useless. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes literally no sense to have a great receiver on a bad team with no quarterback. So, and that, when you think about that, it only makes sense to trade him. Then you look at Michael Parsons. You got this generational talent on a bad team. You might as well trade him. So I want y'all to understand what a blow up means. If you're going to blow it up, what's the use of having Michael Parsons over here for 4 or 5 years in a rebuild and he just getting older and his great play don't even affect nothing or even work for nothing? Like everything, a blow up, a rebuild, that basically means everything must blow up. And I want you to know, with that contract, you would have to literally blow up everything. It wouldn't be able to be no soft rebuild for real. Not this year. You see what I'm saying? Because you owe him too much money. You can't just, okay, we ain't gonna pay Dak, but we gonna also do this and not. Nah, you can't do that. So they better have a plan. That's all I'm gonna say. They better have a plan.
Trap.
They better have a plan. Exactly. How you doing, Miss Nisa? My member sliding in for the win. Mr. Johnny, those are my sentiments exactly. Y'all, please hit the like button. The likes help out the algorithm. It helps boost this content up. If I make you laugh, if I make you mad, if I entertain you, if I inform you, if you enjoy the show, if you support me, any of these good things, please hit the like button. Please make sure you support the show, and I appreciate it. But, man, this football team right here, they something else, man. Dak was the best quarterback in football last year, and now his contract is a question mark. That's crazy. But, man, let's get into some of this content. I had to get that rant off. I can't help it, y'all. We the only team do stuff like this, man. It's really sad. But we ain't gonna get, it's nothing final yet. It's nothing like that. But if we play this whole year as a lame duck year for everybody, like, man, that's the dumbest thing we could possibly do. And I don't care what nobody say. That is idiotic. That is idiotic. But is that a bird or a plane? What was it? I'm not sure. Oh, it's nefarious news, of course. That's what it is, man. Shout out to everybody out here. Right. Hey, man, we already know it's trap topics of the day. Yeah, you know, I always go on rants, Kevin Hicks, and it don't even be playing, man. This team just be pissing me off, bro. I can't help it, man. I be having whole content planned, and then I just get on here and just go crazy. So y'all forgive me, man. Forgive me. I had it lined up, but hey, this is the report I'm talking about. Michael Gelkin. Cowboys didn't plan for a season in which their entire coaching staff and franchise quarterback would be in a contract year. But that scenario is a possibility. Mike Zimmer, other new hires signed 1-year deals. A Dak Prescott offseason extension is not promised. Oh my God, that is too much. We just talked about that. I couldn't even contain myself because it was so idiotic. It was such buffoonery. It was such basura. It was all kind of stuff. I need to say dumb and crazy in several different languages just to come close to how I feel about this. But somebody like this guy is one of the reasons why we got these false narratives out here about my boy Dak Prescott, though.
Trap.
Yes, sir. Like, oh, you ain't know about nefarious news, Mr. Austin? Yeah, where you been, man? We've been doing that for a while over here, sir. We've been doing that for a while. But, you know, if you're new over here, welcome to the Trinap, okay? Look at this. Would you get a load of this list? Shit. Would you get a load of this list right here, y'all? Okay. Nobody's going to swing at you about Patrick Mahomes being number one. Okay, fine. Josh Allen, 2-3-ish. I'm not going to swing at you. The man had 50 touchdowns. Maybe you value his touchdowns more than you value his turnovers and his randomness as a quarterback. Maybe you just googly-eyed and all of that about Josh Allen. Maybe that's what you are. Who knows? Joe Burrow, he's a good quarterback. Didn't do anything this year. He was hurt. I understand. I'm high on Joe Burrow myself. But let's get out. These top four, you could put Dak anywhere in there. Like, and this is me trying not to be biased. You could put Dak anywhere in this top four. And I wouldn't even swing at you. Like, being real. But when we get to saying Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, what in the hell has Justin Herbert done, man?
Trap.
I don't want this to be an angry show. I don't want this to be an angry show, y'all. I'm drinking a Red Bull. I'm going to blame the Red Bull. Maybe it's the Red Bull. Got my blood flowing. And it seems like everything is pissing me off today. So, pray for me. That's all I can say. Johnny Duncan says, pure hate. That's what it looked like to me. Man, make this make sense. What in the world what has this man done to these people? Bro, Justin Herbert just had that same offensive coordinator. And who done better? Who looked better? Who accomplished more? And then, I can argue, Justin Herbert had way better weapons than Dak Prescott. Trap. I can argue that Justin Herbert had much better weapons than Dak Prescott. So, which is it? Was it Dak making Kellen the number one offense that everybody want to rave and talk about all the time? We had the number one offense. Was that Dak holding up Kellen? Or was Kellen holding up Dak? I think we got our answer last year. But think about this. You didn't even hear much about people making that comparison, y'all. This is what pisses you off. Because I'm fair. I'm not pushing agendas out here. I'm just telling the truth. If listen here, I promise you, if Justin Herbert would have got Kellen Moore and they would have went crazy and torched the NFL, you wouldn't have never heard the end of that. I promise you. Trap. But it didn't work out and it fell the other way. Now you don't hear nothing about it. Nobody's talking about the fact that everybody before the year started, everybody said, oh, Justin Herbert is way better than Dak, and now he got Kellen. Oh, he finna cook. They finna tear up the NFL. Maybe you should reevaluate yourself and give Dak Prescott some credit for once. How about, have you ever thought about that? Because it looks like Dak, the one who made Kellen. Tell me, they'll be making stories about this right now. All the way from the beginning, all the way to the end. We would have heard that throughout the whole season. But the only reason we didn't is because it failed miserably and that boy looked at trash. You trash! That's the only reason you didn't hear nothing about Justin Herbert or Kellen Moore or his offense or none of that. They said Kellen was going to be better than Mike McCarthy. Oh, Mike McCarthy's offense is old. Kellen is going to cook over there with all that talent. What happened to those people? We don't even see them no more. See, now y'all know for a fact I'm not lying. If that would have went in their favor, man, there would have been countless articles about this all year, and they would have went crazy in the offseason as well. But they can't say nothing about Mike McCarthy or Dak Prescott in regards to that situation, so now you don't hear nothing about it. People just want to forget about it. They want to erase that out of history. But we're not going to let you do that. We're not going to let you get away with that in the trap, sir. We won't. Trap. Shout out to Mr. Anthony Hughes, man. I don't know if this your first time donating or the first time I seen you on my show. I'm not sure. But I appreciate you, sir. Let me see what you said. He said, I just saw a fresh Dak attack video roasting the exact article, sir. He says it's BS. It reads like clickbait. Yeah, shout out to them with the good content, man. He be going in on the mainstream media too, man. So, yeah, he made some good arguments and some good content over there. But, man, that is crazy what they talking about, man. And it makes no sense. And I don't want to get my blood pressure going too much more. I'm going to try to calm down now. I don't want to be mad the whole episode. Somebody help me out. I got Dwayne Brown in the building. He says every quarterback, maybe except 3, maybe 4, wouldn't make it in Dallas under this organization. You might be right, Dwayne. And I said it, man. It might be sad, but hey, we might have to let Dak just flap his wings and fly somewhere else because he might be better off. You know what I'm saying? If we don't want him, if we talking about blowing up the team, hey, screw it. I don't know why would we wait till next year. Because them boys ain't going to be motivated. They ain't going to want to play for nothing. You mean to tell me nobody on this team has security? You think this going to be a successful year? Like, they would literally have to win the Super Bowl to have security. Like, get real. Trap. We would have to be hoisting up the Lombardi trophy for anybody to get any kind of security in Dallas. And you think what kind of, how is that gonna be a good work environment to be in? Like, you ain't gonna listen to nobody. Like, nobody can hold you accountable. You don't care about what none of the coaches say. Man, you here for 1 year. My contract longer than yours. What I'm listening to you for? This is a recipe for disaster. I'm going to tell y'all right now, man. If they don't sign Dak Prescott and they just try to go into this and say everybody 1 year, this going to be a recipe for disaster. And I hate to say it, but I don't see no way possible that this could be a good thing. I don't see no way possible. So y'all might as well get ready. If y'all want to blow it up, hey, I'm a Spurs fan. We rebuilding right now. And we only won 11 games right now. So it's not for the weak. I'm going to tell you that right now. Trap. It's not for the weak. It's hard to watch. It is. It's very hard to watch. But Justin Herbert is wild. I know you can say Matthew Stafford got a ring. Did Matthew Stafford have anywhere near close to the year that Dak Prescott had last year? No. Trevor Lawrence, bro. Trevor Lawrence is wild. Like, whoever even made this list for Colin, they shouldn't even allowed that. They should have been like, nah, I'm not typing that. You know what I'm saying? I know you my boss, Colin. I know I work for you. I understand I work for you. But I won't type that up for you. It's too stupid. I'm sorry. I won't allow that. And I like Trevor, but ain't no way you can say he was better than Dak. This man was terrible last year. To his standards, that he was terrible. Like, I got mad love for Trevor Lawrence. I like him as a quarterback, but his year last year, no, it was terrible. So he shouldn't even be in the same conversation as Dak Prescott, honestly. Jared Goff, it's never been a year in his life he was better than Dak Prescott. When Jared Goff and Dak was at the sandbox at the same time, Dak Prescott was better. When they was in the lunch line together, Dak Prescott was better. Man, Dak tie his shoes better than Jared Goff do. Like, bro, he's nothing he can do in life better than Dak. I'm sorry. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing here? Like, I don't know. What is the motivation? Is it for people like me to say crazy stuff about it? Are you trying to get me riled up? I don't understand. I guess I see. But listen, this one right here, I don't know, y'all. This one right here might take the cake. This one right here might take the cake right here, dog. Kyler Murray, bro. Man, get the hell out of here. Trap. Kyler Murray might take the cake, sir. Kyler Murray over Dak might take the cake. That might be like, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do this. But Kyler Murray is insanity. Okay. The person who assembled this list is an ignoramus. I'll say that. Straight buffoon. No disrespect, but you would have to be a moron to make this list and to actually go all the way through to print it up and make a graphic, all of that. You had ample amount of time to change your mind. But some reason you still came all the way through with it. You remind me of them people. I ain't gonna say their names, but never mind. I don't want to get canceled today. You know? Trap. Yeah, okay. You had ample amount of time to change your mind. You know what I'm saying? You collected these thoughts, you said them out loud to somebody, and they printed them up, made a graphic out of it, and then they put it on your show. You had ample amount of time to change your mind, man, and this is distasteful, Mr. Collin. I'm sorry. You got to do better. I know you want people to interact with your team and engage with you, man, but that's very nasty work. That's silly work. But listen, we know that the defensive tackle position, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm finna get back happy. You know the defensive tackle position ran 40 times and all that stuff today. And there was some couple of nice-looking athletes out there. But this is something I did last night. I did some research. So, I went back the last 10 years for our defensive tackles and our linebackers. And one thing I want y'all to look and see. Let me know, do you see draft picks and do you see any real free agents? My point about this graphic is, in the last 10 years, we still been searching for defensive tackle production. And we've been trying to solve that solution with draft picks. And yet, we still haven't got the production. So, at what point in time do you realize that you're doing something wrong? And you need to actually go attack it in a different way? All I'm saying is, okay, listen. If your draft picks are not working at defensive tackle, after a while, you just got to bite the bullet and say, hey, man, let me go buy somebody else defensive tackle. Shit. Trap. Right? So I'm just trying to see, is that me or am I mad for thinking that way? After you done struggled, you just not good at picking defensive tackles, Dallas. Yeah. Get humble. You know, tone your hubris down a little bit. You're not good at getting defensive tackles. Just look at this list. Okay? To me, this shows you how little we care about defensive tackles. Jason Hatcher, you know, we drafted him. I think he was like a 6th-round pick, if I'm not mistaken. Nick Hayden. Jason Hatcher started out bad, and then he ended up getting decent. Okay? Nick Hayden, no. All right, Tyrone Crawford, undersized, and Nick Hayden again. Tyrone Crawford was a good player for his size, but he was a draft pick too. Okay? Then we go up Nick Hayden again and Tyrone Crawford. 2016, Malik Collins and Terrell McClain. This is how the Dallas Cowboys basically been neglecting defensive tackle. And we gonna go back and talk about these linebackers as well. Shit. We're gonna go back and talk about these linebackers too. Hold on. Okay, now, 2017. Not Tyrone Crawford, because they had him at defensive end and defensive tackle. David Irvin and Malik Collins. We like the David Irvin. We know he had some stuff going on. I wish he would have stayed, honestly, but, you know, he was still a journeyman that we made out of something. Rod Melinelli and them, I believe, they made him out of a player. Malik Collins. Listen, we had Papa Rod, and he making these boys ball out. That's what we got to realize. So it's not like, you know, we had this superior talent. Papa Rod just made these boys ball out. Antoine Woods and Malik Collins, very undersized Antoine Woods. You know, this is nothing against these people, but we talking about, are they actually investing and fixing the defensive tackle position? No. Malik Collins and Antoine Woods, get real. 2019, Malik Collins and Antoine Woods, y'all gonna run it back? This is crazy. Trap. Y'all got the nerve to run it back? 2 years of Malik Collins and Antoine Woods, y'all know they was being super cheap. Malik Collins was on the practice squad and stuff. Like, Antoine Woods was a very undersized defensive tackle. Now you go up to 2020, Neville Gallimore and Antoine Woods. And we drafted Neville to be good, but he never really got to that level. Now you looking at Antoine Woods, another undersized guy. These are the defensive linemen you went into this with? Man, this is distasteful, y'all. So this is what I want to ask y'all. And we know who we got now. Also, Digazur, he's one, and he's been there since 2021, 22. in 23. Like, we know the people we had in the last 3. But listen to this. After all this time, we've been searching for people, searching for defensive tackle help. We drafted Tristan Hill, I think, in 2021 too. So we've been searching for all of this help. After a while, you still need the job to get done right. This right here, to me, it speaks to the stubbornness. It speaks to how stubborn the Joneses is and Dollar Bill.
Dollar Bill!
You mean to tell me all these defensive tackles that you've been shuffling in and out for the past 10 years, ain't nobody really gave you no defensive tackle production to the level that you need, and you still won't go by now? What was the big defensive tackle free agent we got? It hasn't been one.
Trap.
So this is what I'm telling y'all. I like these draft picks. I like these drafted defensive tackles, man. They look good. They look like they got some good athletes over there. So I'm not opposed to drafting a defensive tackle, just not in the first round. You could get one in the second round. Draft me a wide receiver in the first and get you a defensive tackle in the second round. But even if you do draft one of these defensive tackles, I want y'all to know that we shouldn't be dusting our hands off like we done and think that they gonna be the solution to all our problems. No, if you draft one, still go get you a Sheldon Rankins, a DJ Reed or something like that. Go get you a defensive tackle in free agency. We don't need young kids coming in here trying to rumble with grown men. That's not a good idea. Go get you a gangster vet who been doing this, who's proven, who got a track record. What's going on, Dallas?
Trap.
Man, tell me where you think a young kid finna come in here throwing around these grown men. That's a special kid right there, right? You gotta be special. Defensive tackle is not for the weak. Jason Hatcher, even though he turned out to be a decent player, it took him 3 years to become a decent player. We was thinking he was terrible, and they was still playing him. But he got better in his 3rd, 4th year. It takes defensive tackles years to develop. Excuse me. So to be fair to Myers Smith, I wasn't a fan of what we got from him. But just being all the way real, I didn't. That's the main reason last year I told y'all I didn't want to draft a defensive tackle in the first last year. I said no, because I know he's a young kid, and I look at that as a future pick. Because if he do pay dividends, he'll pay dividends in the future, not right now. That's the point. So we needed corrections on this football team now. Instant impact players, plug and play players right now. We couldn't wait till next year, 2028, and then we got a good Myers Smith. We didn't have that luxury. But for some reason, we still drafted this young guy and then waited. See, you was watching. He said, you sure did say that, Landlord. Who remember me saying that last year? I did not want no defensive tackle. I said that is a oven-type player that got to marinate. He got to learn. He got to become a man. He got to grow. He got to get stronger. He got to learn a position more. It's different from college defensive tackle compared to NFL defensive tackle. That's two different things. So I said that last year. I did not want one. And I'm still saying the same thing this year. If you mean to tell me I got to spend my first-round pick on a guy, count me out. I'm sorry. Count me out. But if you want to get you a guy in the second or the third, hey, do your thing. I'm not mad at you. But all I'm saying is, bro, at what point in time do y'all realize that, hey, the strategy that we've been doing at defensive tackle has not worked. The strategy that we've been doing at linebacker has not worked. The strategy that we've been doing at safety has not worked. And what position, what side of the ball can we honestly say that's not been as good as they need to be over the past 10 years? What side of the ball has been? What positions that we've been lacking at? For the past 10 years, this is not just last year, year before last. We've been struggling at these positions for the last 10 years. We ain't had not one good defensive tackle for real. We badly been having safeties. We just got some decent safeties. And we've been struggling at linebacker ever since LVE and Jalen Smith. You see what I'm saying? So these issues didn't just arise now. This has been the Dallas Cowboys neglecting these positions. This is my case. They obviously been neglecting these positions, and they need to address this stuff. How are they even getting away with this? And like I said, what side of the ball been laying eggs for the past 10 years collectively? Because the offense done had years they was cooking. We was lacking on the defensive end. So listen, Cowboy Nation, we all been here together. We can name a list of positions right now that the Dallas Cowboys then straight up totally neglected. If these positions was children, we'll have to call CPS on Dallas, man. Trap. If these positions was kids, we'll need child protective services over here. It's been totally neglected. Shit. Look at, man, let's go back to this. Cause I don't think y'all feel me. Let's see. Let me go back. Okay. I did the defensive tackles. Look at the linebackers we had. Now, Bruce Carter was my dog. I felt like he was so talented. I felt like Bruce Carter could have been a monster. But for some reason, he was getting hurt. And then next thing you know, he went on the team for too long. Okay, Sean Lee, that was a monster. But he was always hurt. Kyle Wilbur, he was okay. Anthony Hitchens, he was okay. Rolando McClain, he was okay for a minute, but he was not that good. He was a journeyman. Anthony Hitchens was a late round pick. Bruce Carter was a third round pick or something like that? A late round pick. Sean Lee was Sean Lee. Rolando McClain was a journeyman. Sean Lee was Sean Lee. Anthony Hitchens was an okay late round pick. So let me know, do this sound like they neglecting the linebacker position? Let me know. Are they neglecting the linebacker position so far? Give me a yes or give me a no. Sean Lee, 2017, Anthony Hitchens, Damian Wilson. Journeyman Damian Wilson, late round pick Anthony Hitchens. Okay. 2018, Leighton Vander Esch and Jalen Smith. Now, they took a swing with Jalen Smith. They probably shouldn't have, though. They took a swing with Leighton Vander Esch, honestly, because the man was obviously hurt, had neck issues. Jalen Smith and Vander Esch, I say that they tried to address them, but that was bad picks, in my opinion. Like, they was ultimately bad picks if Leighton Vander Esch always hurt. Jalen Smith could never fully recover for real after that injury. So, like, we never got the player that we desired. We never got the player that we desired from Jalen Smith. And he became an okay player, but we was hoping for that player that we seen at Notre Dame. He never became that player again. Okay, and then you run it back with Leighton Vander Esch again and Jalen Smith and Sean Lee. Okay, because he came back. Then Vander Esch and Jalen Smith again. So, like, I don't think we really took these positions seriously. We took swings, risky picks with Vander Esch and LVE. I mean, with LVE and Jalen Smith. That was risky. So, do y'all feel like that's two positions I feel like we've neglected? Yeah, Oscar, safety, defensive tackle, middle linebacker. I don't know about running back. But this year, you could say running back. But over the past 10 years, we neglected safety, defensive tackle, and middle linebacker. If I pull up the safeties for y'all gonna be like, what in the world is this? Y'all gonna be like, man, take that off the screen. Shout out to Mr. Richburg with the cash out, man. I appreciate you, sir. I really do. Thank you for your support, sir. Y'all just don't know, man. For us independent content creators, $1, $2, $5, anything like that goes a long way, man. We putting together shows and taking time and research. It really goes a long way, so we appreciate anything you do. So thank you for that. Let's see. I'm finna pull it up. Y'all might want to cover your ears. We finna talk about these safeties. That's what we finna do. The past 10 years safeties, that's what we finna talk about. So if you got a weak stomach, you might want to exit the building. If you got a weak stomach, you might want to exit the building. Tell me that safeties ain't been neglected. Hold on. Okay, let's see. What a year at? Okay. Since 2014, that's 10 years. These are your safeties. Okay. I used to love J.J. Wilcox, though. That was my guy. He was a hard hitter, you know. Where did we get J.J. Wilcox from? Okay. J.J. was a third-round pick, 80th overall. That's a decent pick for a safety. But I liked the J.J. He didn't survive long. He couldn't cover that well. But he'll ring your bell. He will. So I ain't going to hate too much on J.J. Wilcox because I liked him. That's me being selfish, so forgive me. But, okay, they put a third-round pick, though. Barry Church. Let's see. Barry Church. How did we acquire him? Let's see. My God. What kind of draft he was in? Okay, they don't even say how we acquired Barry Church. I can't remember. Okay. But Barry Church was a good, solid safety. He wasn't that great to me. He was pretty solid, though. So shout out to Barry Church. But let's see. The next year, 2015, we had Byron Jones and Barry Church. So why would we invest in Byron Jones at safety and then put him to cornerback? We shouldn't have drafted Byron Jones for safety. We should have drafted another safety, okay? And kept Byron Jones or drafted Byron Jones as a DB to begin with. But okay. 2016, Byron Jones and Barry Church. Okay. 2017, Byron Jones and Jeff Heath. We had Byron Jones at safety all those years? Wait a minute. 15, 16, and 17. We had Byron Jones at safety for 3 years. That was a big mistake. That was a big mistake. He was clearly a DB. He didn't have the tackling ability to be no safety like that. Okay. But okay, Byron Jones, Barry Church in 2016. 2017, the GOAT Jeff Heath and Byron Jones. Trap. Bro, the Cowboys ran out Jeff Heath. We ran out Jeff Heath as the safety, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Now, 2018, Xavier Woods, Jeff Heath. How you like that safety team? When did we draft Xavier Woods? We drafted Xavier Woods in the 6th round. That's how much the Cowboys care about a safety, okay? In the 6th. All right? And Jeff Heath. How in the world did we even get Jeff Heath? Wait a minute. Was they doing a sale on safeties when we got Jeff Heath? Trap. How in the world did we get Jeff Heath, y'all? Let's see. They don't even tell you. It's a mystery. My antennas are up. It's a mystery. They said Heath was a UDFA. Okay. That's even worse. But that just shows you how much they cared about the safety position right now. Okay, Jeff Heath, UDFA, but he was a starter in Dallas. Keep that in mind. Okay, 2021. No, that's 20. I did 2019, Jeff Heath and Xavier Woods. 2020, Xavier Woods and Donovan Wilson. We like Donovan Wilson, but Donovan Wilson was a 7-round pick, 6-round pick. Donovan Wilson was a 6-round pick in 2020. Okay. Now, 2021, DeMonte KZ and J-Ron Curse. '22, J-Ron Curse and Donovan Wilson. But I just want y'all to know, we know J-Ron was a journeyman. Donovan Wilson was a 6th-round pick. It's clear that we literally been neglecting safety too.
Trap.
Let me know, do it sound like we put some real resources in safety? Now, I might give you Byron Jones. Because I guess they drafted a safety. But after all these years at safety, if you see that you can draft a real one, why won't you go get one in free agency, sir?
Trap.
Okay, listen. Even if you can make a few cases and say, okay, Cowboys didn't really neglect safety. We had Byron Jones and we had some good safety play. Okay, good. Sometimes. Could you at least say, after all these years, we know we didn't have no good safety play. Why didn't they try to go get one in free agency, man? Free agency is an option. You know that, right? Go steal somebody else's good safety. What's going on?
Trap.
Go steal somebody's safety. That's all you got to do. That's what all the good teams do. If I'm messing up at a position, I'm finna go buy yours. Shit, and now we good. You see what I'm saying? Man. Look at Mel, though. He said, second time on here, I slept. Bro, you spitting fire. I appreciate it, man. This team get me passionate, man, so forgive me. I just get to, just going in a rant sometimes, But welcome to the show. Welcome to the trap, man. I appreciate you. But, man, y'all just let me know. Is Landlord crazy? Because I could be, It could just be me. But we got legitimate positions that we've been neglecting for years. Do anybody oppose my views on this? Johnny, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but Zimmer only got 1 year now. Shit. I don't know, man. I might just be ready for them to just blow it all the way up then. Because I ain't got time to be, waiting a whole year for nothing. If y'all playing around like that, let's just go and do it now. See what I'm saying? Do y'all want to go through a year of misery? Shit. We might as well know we doomed right now. We might as well go and get that out the way, y'all.
Trap.
That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. We might as well go and get that out the way now. Don't even prolong this. Let's just go and get it done. See that I went on a whole nother rant. See, y'all gotta forgive me. But look, I think we just did that. We seen that defensive tackle has been completely neglected. Linebacker has been completely neglected. I guess you could say kind of mostly neglected for linebacker because we thought we had some good linebackers. I just showed you safety has been completely neglected. Let's see what the cornerbacks been. We drafted Trayvon Diggs, though, so Trey made the cornerback room way better. Trey made this cornerback search way better. We did get Brandon Carr, though. How did we get him, though? I can't remember. What we gave up for Brandon Carr? We gave up a first for Carr? I think we gave up a first for Brandon Carr. So let's see. Okay. Really and truly, the linebacker, the cornerback position been neglected low key too. Not all the way to the degree of the other ones, but I don't know, y'all. Listen to this group. Then we gonna ride it out. Okay. Orlando Scandrick and Brandon Carr. Orlando Scandrick was a 5th round pick, people. Okay? Do that sound like they took that position seriously? Give me a yes or no. Give me a yes or no. 2014, Brandon Carr and Orlando Scandrick. Those your cornerbacks. 2015, we did draft Mo, though. We did draft Mo Claiborne. I give you that. Shout out to Johnny Duncan with the $10 super, man. He just showing love, man. I appreciate you, sir. I really do. Thank you, sir. Mo Claiborne was a high draft pick. I give him that. So, like I said, we didn't neglect corner to that degree of the rest of the positions I said, but we still been, we still been a little lackluster. Okay, we gave some draft capital, but Mo didn't work out for us. So it depends on how you want to look at that. They tried to address it, but it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So, but listen though. Okay, let's say if you had to move out of your house, but maybe you can't do it by yourself. Are you just gonna say, well, I can't move out of my house no more? It's over. Are you gonna completely give up? Or are you gonna be like, I need to find a solution to this problem? Trap. So, okay, you tried. You picked up a couple items and moved them out of there. But once you realize that you couldn't do it alone, you go hire somebody and still get the job done. Just because we drafted Mo Claiborne and it didn't work out, that don't mean nothing. We should have been trying to go get somebody else. Because think about this, we still needed the job to be done. Just because we tried and failed, that don't mean the job ain't there no more. You still need a good cornerback. You need to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Take your losses and still go get somebody to fill the job, because the job still needed to be done. So I don't know if I give them Mo, but they at least tried with Mo. Mo Claiborne and Brandon Carr. They went and paid some money for Brandon Carr. That just wasn't a good idea. Shit. 2015, Mo and Carr. 2016, Mo and Carr. 2017, Orlando Scandrick and Anthony Brown. Oh my God, that's what y'all doing? Trap. Orlando Scandrick and Anthony Brown in 2017? I don't even remember that. Shit. Do y'all remember that? Wait a minute. We had to have another cornerback, bro. So we had Orlando Scandrick on the outside and Anthony Brown on the outside too? That's crazy. And then we got a perfectly good Byron Jones right there at free safety. Trap. The whole time we don't have a cornerback. The whole time we struggling with cornerbacks with Brandon Carr and Mo Claiborne, we got a perfectly good. And that should really make you mad, y'all. You want to know why it should make you mad? It should really make you mad on account of Byron Jones. Because we wasted 3 years of that young man's career, and then he had to retire early because of health issues and stuff, because of injuries. We literally waste 3 years of that man's career, man. You know we gonna sign for the Cowboys because it's Cowboys over everything. But just on a moral type standpoint, that's messed up, man. Byron Jones got 3 years wasted with the Cowboys for no reason. And then this man got so bad with his health, he had to retire a young man. But that whole time in 2017, you playing with Anthony Brown and Orlando Scandrick, you had a perfectly good Byron Jones right there just collecting dust. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Okay. Now, they finally woke up in 2018 and put Byron Jones at corner. And they drafted Chidobe Awuzie. I liked it, Chidobe. I really did like Cheeto. But Cheeto wasn't that good either. He was good, but he wasn't good enough. What did we draft Cheeto? We drafted Cheeto in the second round, though. I ain't mad at Cheeto, though. I'll take Cheeto back now. Honestly. So I ain't really mad at Cheeto. I ain't gonna do Cheeto bad. I always felt like Cheeto was a decent player. He just went good enough to the degree that we needed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do Cheeto bad because I kind of think Cheeto was a decent player. He carved himself out as a decent career too. But we had Cheeto and Byron Jones in 2019. 2020, we drafted Trayvon Diggs and still kept Anthony Brown over there. We drafted Trayvon Diggs and still kept Anthony Brown. Shout out to Dwayne Brown, man, with the $10 super. He says, thank you, man. I appreciate you, sir. I really do. Shout out to everybody that's donating, man. Like I said, it goes a long way. It really helps me, dedicate time to come out here and do the research and come out here and entertain and get the news to y'all. It really do help. So I appreciate y'all. 2020. We drafted Trayvon Diggs in 2020. That was a terrible defense. Trey wasn't all the way there yet, but Trey was still Trey in my opinion. He was just on a bad defense. Then, Diggs. But look how we doing. We still neglecting it. We still neglecting the corner. You want to know why? And no slight to Anthony Brown because I'm honestly higher on Anthony Brown than a lot of people are, honestly. But you rocking with Trayvon Diggs and you still letting Anthony Brown be over there? You remember all them years we was sick? We was absolutely sick of Anthony Brown. A lot of people were saying Anthony Brown was trash.
You trash!
I didn't feel that way, but a lot of people was ready to kick Anthony Brown off a bridge, like kick him off a bridge. They was sick of Anthony Brown. So you got a great cornerback in Trey, but you cancel it out with Anthony Brown. So in 2020, you had Trey and Anthony Brown. 2021, you ran it back with Trey and Anthony Brown. That's puzzling. 2021, you ran it right back with Trey and Anthony Brown. 2022, you ran it back with Trey and Anthony Brown.
Trap.
How y'all feeling about the neglecting of the cornerback position? Because I think it started heating up towards the end. I think it started heating up a little bit, but towards the end. I kind of like the Anthony Brown, though. Anthony was a serviceable cornerback, but he wasn't the cornerback that we needed. That's all I'm saying. Like, I wasn't even too mad. I wasn't that happy about cutting Anthony Brown, honestly, because I think it was useful for him. He just shouldn't have been a starter all this time. That's all. He a decent player. He just wasn't good enough to be a starter all them years. You see what I'm saying? So the mere fact that they started Anthony Brown all those years let you know that they neglected cornerback a little bit.
Trap.
Is it any other positions y'all want to look at in the last 10 years before we ride this thing on out, man? Because I honestly think this was very, very eye-opening. And it really, really, really made me think about a lot of this stuff. And I really think I made a case to where it's not debatable that they neglected a lot of these positions. They really did. And I might go at edge rusher too. We might be able to look at edge rusher. Is it any other position other than edge rusher y'all want to look at real quick for the past 10 years? And we'll ride this thing on out. So somebody let me know. And then, listen, somebody let me know. I think we all collectively agree that they neglected defensive tackle. They neglected linebacker. And I don't know where we stand at with the neglection of the cornerback position. So let's take a vote. Did they neglect the cornerback position, yes or no, for the past 10 years? Did they, yes or no? And then let me know what other position y'all want to talk about for the past 10 years, because this is why, believe it or not, this is the main reason right now these positions still ain't filled. And we neglected them for the past 10 years, and they still not really filled. Think about that. They still not filled to this day. So that's very interesting when you think about it. We still need a defensive tackle. We still need a linebacker. We still need a safety. We still could use a cornerback. Wow.
Trap.
Wow. Is that not opening? Is that not eye-opening right now? Is that not eye-opening? Because I think we revealed some stuff. Out of all those years, we wasn't getting the production out of these positions, and we still don't got it. Now think about that. It took 10 years to show how ineffective we was in these positions, and right now in the current day, we still don't got it. And it's the kicker right here. Hold on, wait a minute. We still didn't get none in free agency.
Trap.
Now we did get Brandon Carr in free agency, but name the free agent safety that we got. Name the free agent defensive tackle we got. Name the free agency linebacker we got. What those names at? Let me know. Somebody said, other than edge rusher, do y'all want to do another position? Because these names really reveal how little they cared about filling these roles. They did not care too much about filling these roles, y'all. It's crazy. Said they just drafted a DT. Yeah, they shouldn't have. But listen, Mel, I don't know if you just got in. They drafted a DT, right? But we haven't been drafted. Listen, they drafted a DT, right? But over the past 10 years, we haven't got good DT play. So at that point, I'm asking, why not get one in free agency? You just gonna keep drafting them? Like, you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Hankins okay, but look, what I call a real free agency, what I call a real free agent is somebody that if we go get them and it don't work, we in shambles. So listen, if the players that we acquired didn't really take no sacrifice, it's really not a real free agent. That's my point that I'm making. If Malik Hooker didn't play well, we would have just cut Malik Hooker. If Jonathan Hankins didn't play well, we would have cut Jonathan Hankins and would have been okay. We wouldn't have lost not one wink of sleep. That right there alone tells you how insignificant it was. Right? You see what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all get my way of thinking. They're not really taking it seriously. They're not taking it seriously. Malik Hooker came here. We was like, we liked it, Malik, but we like, if he don't work, get rid of him. I like Hankins though. You know, shout out to Hankins. But I'm just saying, what did we give up for him? Yeah, I'm talking about, listen, Mel. Look, I want you to follow me here, right? If we've been ineffective in this position for 10 years, don't you think that deserve a prime free agent?
Trap.
Don't you think that deserve a... Look, I ain't doing this at you. I'm blown. This is mind-blowing to me as well. Like, after you've been screwing up at this position for 10 years, you don't think we deserve a prime free agent here? You got to get humble. You got to humble yourself like, listen, we just not good at this position. You know what smart coaches, smart organizations do in that situation? They go steal one. They go buy one from another team. Not Dallas. So I love this defensive tackle class. They look good. They look like players that can develop into real players, good players. But I want y'all to think about this. Don't let the Joneses sell you these young rookie defensive tackles, sir. Don't let them sell you that. We demand y'all to go spend some money in free agency on one of these proven defensive tackles that got stripes on the wall already. That's what we want. We demand that. If we actually want to win, we demand a defensive tackle in free agency. It's plenty of them in free agency. You can take your pick. We ain't even demanding Chris Jones. We're not demanding the top guys. But you better go get you a DJ Reed or a Sheldon Rankins or somebody and fix this defensive line. And I don't really want to see another draft pick defensive line. I'm being nice. I don't want to see no defensive tackle drafted because we just got Mozzie. What would that say to Mozzie? Are you done with Mozzie already? Now, I was critical on his play. I didn't like what he got. You know, I looked at him as a future pick. That's why I was mad. But I can't really blame that young man for not coming in here and changing our life at defensive tackle, being a first-year rookie starter. Well, I didn't expect that. I'm just mad that we chose to pick him. That's all. It ain't got nothing to do with Mozzie. I didn't want to pick him. I didn't want to pick no defensive tackle in the draft. Not in the first. So this not no shot at Mozzie. We shouldn't have drafted no defensive tackle in no first round. Now, you go do what DQ say and now the man gone. You should have gave that pick to Mike McCarthy, man. Trap. You should have gave that pick to Mike McCarthy, man. But, man, let's see. Did y'all have one more position? Because I'm about to get out of here because I got to relax. You know, we got Boss Land tonight. You know, Landlord working doubles today. You understand? We trying to get it in for the people. You already know what's going on here in the trap now. Trap. We trying to put in that work. We trying to be great. You know, we got Boss Land tonight, so y'all make sure y'all spin back. Support Landlord Sports. Did somebody say another position? Because we could do it quickly. We doing Boss Land at 8 o'clock p.m. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all dialed in, tapped in for the win. Let's see. McCoy was far past his prime. What McCoy? With Zimmer and Ellis, Mozzie about to turn into a tank. Just wait. Look, I don't even think it's fair to give up on Mozzie. But, you know, we still got to kind of move like we don't have him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to put all my eggs in that basket that he will develop. Let's just say this. We address the defensive tackle situation, and when Mozzie develop and become a gangster, that'll be a plus. You see what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. I hope he do better. I hope he become a gangster. So then, in my mind, instead of Mozzie being the gangster and filling that role, now we got two gangsters. You see what I'm saying? Trap. Don't let the development of Mozzie Smith be the whole, end-all, be-all. I don't think that'll be smart for a championship competing type team. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that'll be smart. And that's no knock on the young man. I just don't want to put all my eggs in that one basket. I don't think that's smart. But, yeah, man, I got to get ready to go and get up out of here, man. I appreciate all the love and support, man. I really enjoyed this show. I kept getting mad in the middle of it, though. It started getting to you, man. You know, I'm passionate about this football team. I love this team. I want to see this team be great. I want to get to 6. And I'm not sparing nobody to get to that 6. Like, no player would get, sheltered and you know, I'm not holding back for no player, bro. We got to get 6 as an organization. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sparing nobody, man. What that boy Kodak said?
Everybody get it. Everybody get it. Got gang in here. Everybody with me.
Anybody can get it when it comes to the benefit of the team and the star and trying to get 6. I'm not sparing nobody. So if it's things to be said, hey, I might even get assassinated out of it. But I promise you, the people that watch me, the people that follow me, they know one thing about Landlord. I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to tell the truth. And I'm going to do my research about it as well. So, man, I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all already know why them haters hate on us. Why? Because we are the what? The greatest. That's why. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Yeah. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all remember this my new time slot, man. 5 p.m.-ish.
Yeah.
Y'all rock with me.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear it just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in the shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the doubters see you make it. Show them all you the greatest, I'm the greatest. Young poet got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, that's fair warning. For my opponents, there will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy, that's what the fans want it. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth, these should know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics, I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody mess with me, I'm the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the doubters see you make it, and show them all you the greatest, I'm the greatest.
And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success. But nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.